Welcome to another quick video tutorial with KingTech Coding Clinic. Once again, you notice that some few days ago I published a video on this school management system developed in Google Sheets. Okay, however, YouTube decided to bring down the video because of some sensitive information that were exposed during the recording of the video. So I decided now to put myself together to take my time to re-record the video once again and make sure that did not happen. So now basically this is a system that is developed using Google Sheets for managing student information. Okay, so basically school management system, you can call it. So with this system, what you can do is you can basically admit students, that is capture student details, admit them, assign them to their various classes. You'll be able to promote students and also repeat student as well. You'll be able to search for student records, update records, delete student records and all that. You'll also be able to send student receipt, admission receipt via either email or WhatsApp. And the good thing is that when you are sending the students admission receipt either through email or WhatsApp, you have the copy of that uploaded on your Google Drive. Okay, so basically that is how this system works. So in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how we are going to go through the system one after the other till the end. Now let's delve right into that. So now to get started, this is the form where the student details is going to be captured and then submit to what? The student details sheet. Okay, so we have the student details sheet here, that is the student database, and also we also have the student form here, and this is for entering the student records. Okay, and quickly we also have the various classes here, where we have the crèche, we have the nursery, we have the nursery 2, we have the KG. So let me quickly scroll to the extreme end for you to see. We have the student enrollment populated here, and we also have the student admission receipt design here. Okay, on a click of a button, you should be able to submit this receipt via WhatsApp or email to the recipient based on the information provided. So now let's see how we can admit students. So to do that, we start by entering the student admission number. Let's say the admission number is 1001, so I'll do that. Then the student's name is this. So now all the details I'm going to be entering here are just fake and fictitious. They are not original. Okay, so take note of that. So the name here is John Doe of the student. Okay, let's take it that way. Then the class, let's say the student is in class, let's say basic 1. And then the gender, let's say student is a male. And then the date of birth, you just double click inside here, you grab the date and also date of admission, double click, and then you grab that admission fee, you enter that 200 Ghana cedis, and then the guardian name, let's say Mr. John or something like that. Okay, so there we go. And then address, then we can say home address, whatever. And then email address, let's say jd@gmail.com. okay, and then the contact number, you just go ahead and enter the contact number. It should be WhatsApp number so that you'll be able to send admission receipt via WhatsApp. Okay, and here too should be a correct email address so that you can send the email address, the receipt via email as well, using the email provided. That is very simple. So now the next thing is we would want to upload the student picture. So to upload student picture, we are going to just do some few things here. We need to have the picture uploaded on Google Drive. Then we can grab the link and use the link to upload the picture inside here. So now let's navigate to Google Drive. So let me just click here. This is WhatsApp. So let me just go to this and quickly this is my Google Drive here. So what I'm going to do is let me just go to the Google Drive home and show you what is here. So here you can see that I have a folder called student pictures. This is where all the pictures are populated, and we have this called ADM receipts. That is where the admission copies of admission receipts are also being saved. So to upload a picture, all you need to do is, let me just open this folder. So I'm going to go to new and let me go to upload file. I need to upload the image that I'm going to use. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to browse and navigate to where my picture is. Let me just assume this is my picture here. I have some avatar images here. So let me say this is my picture here. Let's image 1. I will just click and then the image already exists. So what I'm going to do is to cancel this. Okay, so you can see the image 1. So once the image is uploaded, just click here and quickly go to share. When you go to share, you go to share this, and then you make sure that this is set to anyone with the link. You click and choose that anyone with the link. So once you have that, just go ahead and copy the link and click on done. So once you have that up and running, just navigate back here, click inside here. This is where the image URL is going to be. Okay, so here you can just change this to what image URL. Okay, so let's say image URL. There we go, something like that. There we go. So now we grab that here. So click inside here, click inside the address bar, Control V to paste. So once you paste, you can see that we have the image URL inside here. So what you're going to do right now, after pasting it, just click insert. So this will clear the already existing image and then upload the current image. So once you are done with all that, what you need to do right now is to click on save. So now you have the student uploaded successfully. Now if we should go to student details, we have the student information lying down here, and the class of this student is what? Basic 1. So now just navigate to basic 1 and click on update list. So you can see that the list is updated successfully. Okay, so basically that is that. So the same thing applies to all other students that are going to be admitted. So now to send admission receipt via email address, you just have to go ahead and click on this, and then it will be sent through this email. If it is WhatsApp, you just go ahead and click on this and it will be sent through WhatsApp as well. The only thing you need to do is to make sure that you just go to www.web.whatsapp.com and then have your WhatsApp account link to that on your PC. So with that, once you click on this, you'll be navigated straight to WhatsApp and have the receipt, the admission receipt, submitted to the user. So basically that is that. Now I would want to advise you to stick around till the end of the video, because I'll be sharing with you how you are going to manage to have the system running on your PC. If you skip that, you wouldn't be able to know how to use the system. So take note of that. So now, how do we promote students? Okay, so now after adding student, let's click on new, and then this will clear the student record. So if you would want to search for the student, what you're going to do is to click on this drop down arrow here. You choose the student name and click on search. So you can see that you have the record populated. It's as simple as that. So now, how do we promote students? So promote students is very simple. Now the student is in basic 1. So let's say we want to promote him. So you choose the class, the current class of the student here. So I'm assuming it's in basic 1, which we already saw. So I'm promoting him, let's say, to basic 3, straightforward. So let me just, I want to promote him to basic 3. So I'll choose the 2 class here and quickly click on promote student. So you can see it says, what do you want to promote student from basic 1 to 3? If I say no, it's not going to promote. But once I say yes, you will have the student promoted. So now I just click on OK. So now if we should go to basic 3, if we should go to student details, let's look at that. You can see that we have the student class changed here. You can see that we have the student class changed here. So now if we should go to basic 3 class here and click on update list, let's look at that. So you can see that the student is now brought here directly. It is as simple as that. Now if we should go to basic 1 where the student was initially admitted, now what we are going to do is, the only thing we are going to do is just click on update list and see something here. So you can see it says what? No basic 1 student found, meaning that student will be taken off because he has already been assigned a new class. So that is how you promote students. And similarly, you can repeat student using the same procedure. So let's assume the student is in basic 3. You would want to repeat him. Now he's in basic 3. So how do we repeat him? So now we choose the current class, which is in basic 3. And then we would want to send him back to what? Let's say crèche or nursery 1. So click on promote student. Just click on the same button. Okay, so you just go ahead and say yes. And now just click on OK. So now let's go to that is a nursery 1 class. Let's go to nursery 1. There we go. So let's click on update student. So you can see that it says what? Updated successfully, meaning the student has just been brought to what? Nursery 1 now. So if we should go to basic 3 and update our list there, the student will be taken away from there. Sorry about this. So you can see that now the student is now gone from here, but now in nursery 1. So that is how this system works. It's very simple and handy. You can use this to manage your student admission, student enrollment, and all that. Now let's navigate to student enrollment and see what's going to happen over there. So now when you look at the student enrollment from here, just click on this. So now you can see that we only admitted 1 student in nursery 1. So you can see that the total enrollment is what? Just 1. Okay. So basically that is that, and that is a male student. Okay, so that is that as well. So now how can you have this application running on your PC? It's very simple. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to be sharing a link with you. So once you copy that link, and this is how I'm going to be sharing it with you. So what I'm going to do is, let me just navigate straight back home on student form. So what I'm going to do is just to come to share here, click on this share, and then I'll share this link with you. So I'll make sure I set it to anyone with the link, and then copy the link and then click on done. So I'll leave this same link in the video description. So once you have the link, just click on, just go to your browser, just go ahead and paste this link inside the browser. Just go ahead and Control V to paste the link and then you hit enter. So once you get here, you can see that you have the system already running on your PC. But the point here is that when you come here, we are still having some few things to get loaded here. So you can see, so now everything is now set. So now what is going to happen is you can't use the application here. When I click on new, you can see you can edit. So now how do we get to make sure that we have the application running, and we can also be able to add students, do whatever we want to do, or initially just use the application? How can we do that? It's very simple. So you go to file here, you just click on make a copy, and then you choose a name for your application. Okay, so I am calling it copy of SMS version 4, so you can just call it my SMS. Okay, my Google Sheet SMS. Okay, so now just click on make a copy, and there we go. So you're going to get a copy of it. So there you go. Now you have your copy of the application. So let me just click on got it now. So now you can see, if you look at the top here, you have the name of your application, meaning having it, that is a my Google Sheet SMS. Okay, that is the name. So you click on allow access. So once you click on this, meaning you can now use the system, edit it, and also share it to anybody at all you would want to share it with. So now how do we update the system to get up the student details up and running? So you click on student form here. Now if I should click on new, I will have to make sure that I approve, authenticate it, so that I can be able to run it on my PC. So how do we do that? Let me just show you how to do this. So you just click on new. So once you click on it, you'll be asked to authorize the application. It says what authorization is required. So just go ahead and click on OK. So from here, you proceed to choose your email address. And now I just click on advance. Just scroll down and choose go to SMS version 4. Click on that. Just scroll down and click on allow. And there you go. Now application is now successfully set up on your PC. You can go ahead and use it effectively. So now you can add students, you can delete students, you can assign students to their various classes within your own computer environment. So with just your email address, you have the entire system running on your PC. So that is how simple it is. So now you can go ahead and try entering student records, and you see that everything is now working and up and running on your PC. So basically that is that, and this brings us to the end of this amazing tutorial. So now if you would want me to add some features to this system to make it more complete, let me know the features you would want me added in the comment section below. Okay, and if you like this video, just go ahead and smash the like button. That is what will convince me to believe that you really like the application, and for that matter, whatever you suggest, I'm going to go ahead and implement it to make the application more complete for your use. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next tutorials. Bye.